The crazy news that they don't want to tell you. This is Coincidental Chaos, and today I'm coming to you with some quick facts. Let's read a book. In Season 3, we'll be combing over the Spectro Chrome Magazines, the abridged version, by Dinshah P. Ghadiali. Disclaimer: I am not a medical professional. This discussion is intended for entertainment and educational purposes only, and is based upon reviewed historical research and my own personal experience. Now, I definitely don't carry a torch next to Dinshah, but I grew up as an overachiever too. When I was growing up, I was always writing something. My mom saved a few of the books, and all of my teachers thought that I was definitely going to be a writer someday. I mastered the skill of typing before most households in my area even had a desktop computer at home. I was the ringmaster of the school circus, and I was the captain of the safety patrol and a big buddy. I was the youngest student council president and wrote an essay on the violence in America for the local radio station. I also wrote and gave the speech at DARE graduation. When I wasn't in German club or science Olympiad, I was in Future Problem Solvers, solving the problems of the future, which we now seem to be facing today. By the time I was 14, I had won the school spelling bee 3 years in a row. My basketball team was undefeated for 2 years in a row. I was voted most school spirit, and I got to sing the solo of Let's Get Physical in my class choir concert. I had already written papers on why I should be president of the United States, what my kingdom would look like, and what I would put in a medicine bag. Now, while all of this sounds great, the only thing I remember learning is that when I did something good, I was supposed to stand in a corner so someone could take a picture of me. Achieve, stand in the corner, take the picture. Repeat, repeat. Just before entering high school, I had my appendix taken out. My ideas profile determined that I would be best suited for a job in writing. And my differentiated aptitude test results proved that I was already smarter than most of the teachers that were supposed to be teaching me. By then I was bored, so I went and got 2 jobs doing things that I was the worst suited for. And I guess you could say I started studying medicine too, if we're talking about drugs and alcohol, and the trial and error method. I joined the yearbook committee to stay out of pictures, and finishing high school was a breeze. My intro to spirituality didn't happen until much later, when an old friend asked me to become ordained so that I could officiate her wedding. It was pretty awkward because at the time, me and my husband were on the doorstep of divorce. Becoming an ordained minister led me to the Arcane School, which is a nonprofit organization dedicated to training in the science of the soul. It is largely based on the esoteric encyclopedias that were written by Alice Bailey in the 1920s. At this point in my life, I was questioning everything. After working 2 jobs at a time since I was 14, my back was breaking. I was filing for disability and filing for bankruptcy because I was unable to work. On top of getting divorced. All I knew at that moment was that I knew nothing. But I was surrounded by people who claimed to know what was best for me. The lawyers had an answer for everything through bankruptcy and divorce. The doctors referred me to physical therapy, where a traction exercise almost left me paralyzed. Then, I was educated on proper body mechanics and pain management. And after receiving 3 different opinions of there's nothing we can do for you, The only goal of my treatment was to maintain my quality of life, which they were happy to help me do with 9 daily medications. And that's really how it happened. I stumbled across this post in a newsletter from the Arcane School about color energy. And then I found this book in the library of the Universal Life Church, which spun me back around to Dinshah's teachings that were republished by his son Darius. Now Dinshah said, in course of life you reach a time when doctor, lawyer, priest alike does fail to give the sought relief to troubled mind or burdened heart, then come to me. I help you to help yourself. Now, when I used to work at a tanning salon, we had a red light bed that we called the med bed, but I never used it, and I had no idea that all the other colors had such a wide range of possibilities. There was nothing left to it but to do it. So I did. Today, I've been pharmaceutical free for over 4 years. And while I haven't gotten better per se, I have completely halted the degeneration in my back. And I've come to advocate the exact same thing that Dinshah did. No diagnosis, no drugs, no manipulation, no surgery. Just light up your life. Now I plan on using all these college degrees and certificates to give you my 2 cents for free. Because another thing that Dinshah taught me was about the power of greed. Did you know that doctors in the 1920s got about $300 to get your appendix out to see whether it was good or not? It was known as destructive surgery and licensed butchery.
Are you ready to open your eyes?
Well, I guess that cat's out of the bag. Follow me for more quick facts with Coincidental Chaos.